This speech is directed at my schoolmates aged 13 to 18 at a school assembly to encourage their support for greener energy. Greener energy. You've definitely heard about that before, haven't you? From global news and documentaries to public campaigns and social media, we are constantly reminded of its importance. But let's be honest, how often do we think about how we can play a part? For many of us, it seems distant, like something for governments or scientists to figure out. And that is exactly why I am standing here today, to show that supporting greener energy is not out of our reach. In fact, it starts with us. But why does greener energy matter so much? Greener energy comes from natural and renewable sources, such as sunlight, wind, and water, that produce little to no greenhouse gases. This means we can power our world without damaging the very environment that we depend on. In contrast, fossil fuels, which dominate the global energy supply, are highly polluting. They account for about 60% of the global power generation, with 35% coming from coal, making coal the largest contributor to energy-related emissions. While Singapore does not depend on coal power plants, we are not unaffected. Fossil fuel-powered cars, trucks, and buses on our roads contribute significantly to energy-related emissions. In fact, transport alone accounts for about 15% of global carbon dioxide emissions. Since the 19th century, global temperatures have risen by about 1.5 degrees Celsius. This may seem small, but its impact is far from it, leading to rising sea levels, extreme weather, and long-term environmental consequences. This is not just a distant global issue. It directly affects our future. So, what are we doing about it? Well, here in Singapore, we are taking active steps towards a greener future through the Singapore Green Plan 2030, which aims to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. This includes planting 1 million more trees, expanding solar energy deployment, reducing the amount of waste sent to landfills, and ensuring that all newly registered cars run on cleaner energy sources by 2030. This is an ambitious plan, but more importantly, it is a necessary one. But what about you and me? What can we do to support greener energy in our everyday lives? As students, we may not be able to build solar farms or hydroelectric plants, but that doesn't mean we can't make a difference. Our everyday choices still matter. The way we live affects how much energy we use, and the more we reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, the more we support the shift to cleaner energy. Firstly, consider how we travel. Taking the public transport, such as MRT or buses, instead of private cars, reduces both energy use and lowers emissions. Or better yet, just walk. It keeps us fit and is one of the greenest choices that we can make. Secondly, be mindful of what we use. Many everyday items, especially especially single-use plastics, are made from fossil fuels and require energy to produce. By choosing reusable alternatives, such as bottles, bags, and containers, we reduce both waste and energy use. Finally, we can influence others. Spread the word. Conversations and awareness are powerful tools. And remember, the impact multiplies far beyond our individual actions. Greener energy may seem like a global challenge, but the real change is built on individual choices. Each small action may seem insignificant, but together they form the foundation of meaningful change. We as students may not control policies or industries, but we can shape habits, influence others, and define the future that we will one day inherit. So, let us not underestimate the role that we can play. Let us step forward and be part of the change. It starts here. It starts now. It starts with us. Thank you.